All right, the forecast, we're hoping for some overnight rain.
This is the kind of rain, if you're a homeowner, you love, because it pours during the night, gets all your lawn, your garden, your flowers watered, but then you don't have impacts on the afternoon. So that's where fingers are crossed. I mean, it has not been a great week for rain. The average rainfall across the area has been about 1/4 to 1/2 inch, and that was with a stalled front. So that's pretty pathetic, honestly. We need an inch of rain a week just to maintain everything out there. So this is the batch of rain heading our way. Certainly looks a little more potent to the south. Now it will hold together as it moves in. It's not going to be super strong, but it will bring some rain. I'm kind of wondering if we're going to hear some thunder in the middle of the night. It seems like a pretty good bet, especially because there is some instability over us. Not much now. Some showers back into eastern Tennessee. So let's show you the future cast. We're going to track this as this goes overnight. So we get past midnight. Here we are about 3 in the morning. So this will probably be our best chance of rain. You notice it breaks up a little bit, but there are some pockets of heavy rain in there. And as we go into the morning hours, it persists. So there could be a couple hours of a nice steady rain through about sunrise. Then it moves out. We dry out. So by noon, should see sunshine. Most of your daylight hours are fine, but the front has yet to move through. It doesn't arrive until 4 or 5 in the afternoon. And when it does, there could be a very narrow band of very isolated thunderstorms. Not enough that I would change my plans, but enough that I would keep an eye on the sky and make sure you're paying attention to our WCNC app for any updates. There could be a shower or storm that moved through, but notice there's not many out there. So most of the day is going to be dry, especially by evening. And then Sunday looks picture perfect. Sunshine, drier air is going to feel great, kind of refreshing compared to the humid air that we've had over us the last couple of days. Monday looks great as well, by the way. So tomorrow, lower 80s for highs. We'll spend most of the day in the 70s though, and just a 20% chance of an isolated thunder shower. Again, if you're going to Charlotte FC's home match tomorrow, no issues. I think it'll be warm for tailgating, low 80s by the time we get to the start of the match. Probably close to about 78, 77 degrees and should be dry. No major issues that we're expecting. Rainfall wise, tonight's it. If we don't see rain tonight, we got to wait until next weekend. And then next weekend, it doesn't look like much either. So there's just not major rain in the forecast. So I'll bring you some good news. The pollen counts are starting to level off. We could use more rain to help out with this, but at least the trees are starting to produce less and less pollen. Pine, hickory, and mulberry are our 3 top allergens right now. As we get into May, things will really go down, and then mold, grass, and weed becomes our major concern. Mosquito meter, starting to see the first mosquitoes out, but we're still in the low range. Haven't seen major mosquito activity because it hasn't rained much, so you need rain to get mosquitoes, so at least that's one side benefit. Warm air is going to stick around as we go in May. There are signs temperatures are going to stay way above average, and you'll see that reflected coming up in my 7-day forecast. But the weekend, hour by hour, low 80s tomorrow, mid 70s on Sunday, just a small chance of an isolated shower tomorrow. The Guy Roofing 7-day forecast shows that warming trend next week. In fact, mid and maybe upper 80s by Wednesday and Thursday. And just because of the heating of the day, we could see some isolated showers and storms Friday into next weekend. But right now, the chances are pretty isolated as we look at that 10-day forecast.
All right, Brad, thank you so much for